Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show. I'm Clarissa Kenty, your kingdom concierge. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a really good day today. I did. It was super duper busy, but that's really good in the nature of work that I do. I need to be busy. So when you know that I'm busy, that means business is coming in and we're able to help as many people as we can with the company that I have and what we do with ICU Media. So kudos to you guys. If you woke up this morning, kudos to you. If you're breathing, kudos to you. If you're in your right mind, kudos to you because the grace of God is on you. The favor of God is on you, and He has blessed you yet to live another day. So I'm very grateful to have you inside the ladies room here tonight. And all of my ladies who are joining me, go ahead and share this live on your network of friends because we're going to be talking about something really good that's dealing with you ladies, young ladies, older ladies, seasoned ladies, ripe ladies. All of us that are out here, guys, we can really embark upon some great things by being associated with what we're going to be talking about today with our special guest. But before then, I would be remiss if I did not say hello and give a 2 thumbs up to our young people, some millennials who stepped inside the ladies' room on last week, Jacob Millhouse and Jessica Williams. They were both talking about a program called Money Talks, which is hosted by St. Mark CME Church, where Pastor Charles Williams is the pastor and First Lady Janice Williams. They're really doing some things to help young people understand the importance of money, how to make it work for them, how to understand to build credit and understand what that's all about. So it's really a good initiative. And I know that they had a really great turnout this last Saturday. So Jacob and Jessica, thank you so much for hanging out with us last week. And we really enjoyed you. To learn more about what they're doing, guys, go out there and follow them on Facebook. They are consistently posting about it. And I'm sure that you can learn a little bit more about what St. Mark CME Church is offering with Money Talk. So tonight, we have a wonderful guest coming into the show tonight. Listen, she is no stranger to the Ladies Room Talk Show. She has, and I'm telling you, she is an icon, I believe, here in the Birmingham area. Rochelle Malone is the granddaughter to A.G. Gaston, which most of you probably know who that is. If you're in the Birmingham area, if you don't, shame on you. I'm not originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but I've been here long enough to know who A.G. Gaston is. And so I'm very excited to have my friend come in, Rochelle Malone, and she is really doing great things. She's having her annual Woman Empowered. Her annual Woman Empowered. I was a guest speaker at that conference last year, and let me tell you, it was life changing. The food was good, and my love language that is gifts. I love gifts. And one thing about Rochelle, you will leave with some amazing parting gifts. Now, I'm not saying just come for that. However, do come for that. It is nice. It was really good, and so looking forward to what she has coming up this year as well. So we're going to bring back to the Ladies Room Talk Show, Miss Rochelle Gaston Malone. How are you, Rochelle?
I am wonderful. How about you?
You know what? I'm doing good. It was a good Monday. I've talked to some people that this was not a guest Monday for them, but it was a good Monday for me. So,
It's been a challenging Monday, but it's been productive. It's been productive and it's been good. And I believe that everything that has taken place on today that challenged me, it happened for a reason, and it turned out the way it was supposed to be. So,
absolutely. See, that's why I look at it. I had placed an order for some things to come in, and it was supposed to arrive today. And I look into my account just to kind of track where the things are coming. Everything had been canceled, and not knowing why. And it was for a client. And I was just like, and I said, you know what, I'm going to worry about it. So I had to kind of go local and find some things. Well, I was able to save probably about $1,500 to $2,000.
okay.
Save.
Okay. Yes.
And so I was like, okay, Lord, I see you. So I was very grateful for that. So, sometimes when things don't really turn out the way we want to, we have to kind of step back and see what God is doing. Because a lot of times he's at work because he has something better planned. So,
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
very, very, very excited about that. So, well, let's talk about this conference. I see more people are popping on. Hopefully, you were able to share this post to your Facebook page. And if you haven't, we can allow you some time to do that now.
I have
But
not done that
yes, and
yet.
so the
Oh,
speakers, we're going to talk about the speakers today, and hopefully they can go in and share this broadcast as well, so we can really dive into Woman Empowered this year. We're going to talk about some great things, from the mission to the purpose to the color scheme, and to to expect for this year. And so, again, if you're just coming on, you're a woman, go ahead and share this. And you don't have to be in Birmingham to participate in Woman Empowered. You can come in, get your hotel, spend the nights, check out some things here in Birmingham, because it is beautiful. It's a beautiful city and it's historical. So you would thoroughly enjoy yourself by coming here to Birmingham. So you don't have to live in Birmingham to come to Woman Empowered, but certainly come. If you in the Birmingham area, get here. You need to be here, be around other like-minded women who are seeking God, who are God-fearing, and seek to be empowered by the Holy Spirit. And so that's what you can certainly look forward to embarking upon at the conference on in March, really, March the 11th.
March the 11th.
March the
And
11th.
that is a wonderful, a glorious day on the calendar of the year, because that is my birthday.
Oh, the birthday girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to give you a little background about the date, why the conference is held during this time. So I have deemed the second weekend of March every year as the second Saturday, actually, as the weekend for the conference. Not just as because it's around my birthday month, but March is very significant. So I am the founder and the executive director for MS Face to Face. It's my
Mhm.
nonprofit, and MS Face to Face was born in March of
Wow.
2014. Actually,
Mhm.
March. I want to say it was March 14th, 2014. So that's one of the significance. March is also MS Awareness Month, Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so it's important for me as a founder of an organization that supports the MS community to do something very beneficial and prevalent to spreading awareness about the disease and the
Right.
importance of supporting the MS community during the month of March. Now, what I know, I can hear somebody in the spirit saying, well, what does women and women's empowerment have to do with multiple
Right.
sclerosis? Well, the connection there is that MS Face to Face has a plethora of events that are that I call the Hope in Action programs. And
Mhm.
these programs are our outreach programs where we reach out into community for various um,
Mhm.
things. And one of those things is women's empowerment.
Mhm.
The mission of MS Face to Face is to provide productive living opportunities for individuals. And this is one of the ways that we can do that for women, empowering. On my MS journey, I've come across a lot of women who deal with the similar issues that I've had to deal with on my MS journey. However, my story is my story. It's
Right.
connected directly to multiple sclerosis.
Mhm.
But each woman that I've met, they have their own stories, but our issues were the same. And
Mhm.
so that sparked an interest in women's empowerment for me. It's also a calling on my life as a minister to minister to, I've been called to minister to women.
Right.
And so using what God has brought me through, what I have been restored from, what I've overcome, and how I've done that has given me what I call faith building tools to extend to other women and men,
Mhm.
just people. that are dealing with life altering circumstances
Mhm.
and facing some sort of adversity. Um, um, and it was really, really important. Last year was I'll say, the inaugural conference that we had on last year. It was important to do it in person. You know, I was advised, a lot of people wanted me to do it virtual because of
Right.
the pandemic, and we were just coming off of the um, all of the limitations and things.
Right.
Um, but there were still some limitations in place. But I felt it important to do it in person because of the fact that not only were the target market, my target market, not only were they dealing with their issues, and in the midst of their stories, but also now the pandemic was, you know, put on top of that.
Mhm.
And I felt it necessary for us to come together to give them an outlet, to have a place of somewhat like a refuge to go to, where
Mhm.
when they left that place, they would have some things to take back with them. So once they had to encounter, being at home alone or being isolated and things like that,
Right.
they
Right.
would have those tools to pull from and to stand on.
Mhm. You know, when I think about the conference on last year, I just it was really nice. I actually saw people that I knew that came to the conference, and I like the colors. The colors, it's like an apricot or a burnt orange, which I think is divine. I love that color. I'm really interested. How did you come up with those colors?
So the colors, it was all shades orange, everything orange,
Mhm.
and it was the luncheon was is called the signature Go Orange luncheon. And
Mhm.
so why orange? Because orange is the excuse me, orange is the color for MS awareness. That's why we're doing orange. We want all of the attendees to wear orange to show their support for the MS community.
Mhm.
You'd be surprised, and I used to do this when I first started speaking, and I might possibly do this year at the conference, start bringing it back. But I would ask three questions to members of the audience. And those questions related to, I don't want to give those questions out now because I might do it at the conference.
Right.
But each question um, required an answer or a response by standing.
Hmm.
And and you would be surprised, each question that was asked, um, a certain group of people would stand. And what this did, it allowed me to show evidence of how all of us in the room were connected to someone in the
Mhm.
MS community.
Mhm.
And usually, um, everyone in the room ends up standing in responding to that question. And so it's my hope that when the conference is broadcast later, and people in the MS community see it, or persons that are looking to an organization such as myself, and they see how many people came out to support, that will give them another sense of security in knowing that, hey, they're not in this alone.
Mhm.
Whether they are an MS patient like myself, or whether they are a caregiver, a family member, a spouse, a child, or sibling to someone that is living with the disease,
Right.
that, you know, hey, there are other people that support you, and they can even reach out to me, and I might can connect them with someone who can actually be more of a hands-on support system for them.
Mhm. Angela kind of mentioned something here. She's kind of
Mhm.
popping in and saying some really
Okay.
cool things
Hi,
today.
Angela.
She mentioned something about looking forward to being a vendor at the conference. So that you have vendor opportunities
I
for
do.
people who small businesses who have services or products or something
Mhm.
along that line that you want to showcase at the conference. That option is there. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes, so I'm very big on spotlighting and highlighting individuals that have small businesses, um, particularly individuals who have businesses that are providing some sorts of empowerment for other individuals. Individuals that have businesses that are using their story of overcoming or being restored, of how they can assist in strengthening other people by what they've been, that might have a story behind their pop up. And so vendors are allowed. Um, we still have some vending open, and so I encourage, if you're a small business owner, if you're an author, if you have a boutique, if you make jewelry, candles,
Mhm.
um, if you have anything that will provide some sort of um, comfort or encouragement to women, or any individual, I encourage you to be a part of this. Um, this conference, not only will your business be spotlighted as a vendor, but this conference is a fundraiser, and so a portion of the
Mhm.
vending fee, it might, for some people, they just might say, oh, that might be a little more than I'm willing to pay. It's not an outlandish fee, but a portion of it is donated to the cause. And we'll talk about the cause in a minute. But I would encourage you, if you are a small business owner, to go to Eventbrite, Women Empowered, Woman Empowered. I'm sorry, and find the vendor tab and click on that and get you a space. I believe I got that. That's in my blood. I think that I got that from my grandfather. I think it's important for us to support each other
Mhm.
as business owners. I mean, we've got to support each other. We can't go against each other, and we can't be concerned if every vendor in that place is a boutique owner. It should be okay.
Yeah, because it's
Well,
enough to go around.
it's enough to go around.
Yeah,
It's
it's
enough
enough to
to
go
go.
around. And I see that Chief Rutledge has popped in. He's
Hey,
actually friends of both of ours.
yes, Ramsey
So
Nation in the house. We're both
yes,
graduates of Ramsey High School.
and my children are products. All three of them are products of
That's
Ramsey. So
right.
and two football players from Ramsey. So but we're very excited. And one thing that you mentioned about supporting, Chief Rutledge has always been a supporter of
Mhm.
what people do in the community. I have asked him to speak at a conference for some young people, and he did not hesitate to come and speak. And he's really a good product of what it looks like to support other people and to pour into people and to support other people who are doing things to help the community. So big kudos to Chief Rutledge. Chief was the chief of Bessemer police
Yeah.
department for several years, and I hated to see him leave that position, but I'm sure he has other things that he's doing now, and still very much influential in the community and does a lot for a lot of young people. So big kudos to him, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Ladies Room. We got
Yeah.
to get him in to hang out with us sometimes too in the Ladies Room. But let's go back and talk a little bit. Rochelle, you mentioned something about proceeds.
Hmm.
And so you mentioned something about $50, and $50 is the only investment that you're making to come to this conference.
Hmm.
Let me just talk a little bit about that. We pay for what we want to do, so nothing is too expensive. Period. If you want to do it, you'll do it. And so I believe that we have to start investing in ourselves as women. And we have to feel that we are worth $50. That's nothing. We're worth that
That's
and
right.
more. But we're worth that opportunity to invest in ourselves and then to invest into the initiative that Rochelle is doing. This opportunity to network with other women, this opportunity just to fellowship. And when I tell you the food was good last year, so let me go ahead and put that out there. The food was good, and like I said, the parting gifts were good, but it was just a fellowship to really spend time with each other and get to know different people. You know, I have found, and my circle is very small, and Rochelle knows that. And but I'm so locked into my circle, my small circle. I'm good with it, you know. And sometimes I have to force myself to get outside of that circle because it's so many other people that we're to connect with. And when you do that, that program, not really program, but when you do that little game type thing that you're going to do March 11th about standing up and how we're all connected, we're going to see that. And it's important that we connect with each other because we're not here for ourselves. We're here because God needs us to connect so that we can take our gifts to connect and help someone else. And I believe that that's what Woman Empowered is all about. Every time women attend this, if you have not been on Rochelle's Facebook page, go out there to her Facebook page, and she has pictures of us from last year and videos of us from last year. And when I tell you, it was on and poppin'. So let's just go back and talk about the speakers. Let me just jump into that because that's what they're like. Well, who's going to be speaking? So Rochelle, let's take it away. Who are our speakers for 2023?
Well, our speakers for 2023 are, we're going to start out. So let me give you a little bit about the format of the conference. So this conference is what I call it as a makeover. It's a makeover from the inside out. You know, normally when we think of a makeover, we're thinking our outside, you know, our hair and our makeup and our clothing. But this makeover is about what's on the inside of us, you know, something that we already have, something that we were designed with, that we need to nurture and we need to strengthen. And for some, we just need to let out, you know, or we need to wake up so it can rise up into its place where it's supposed to be. Right. So let me stop right there because I feel something coming on.
Look, I can see your help coming.
Yes. And so, you know, when I think about what we have in us, what God has placed in us, what we, you know, why we were purposed and designed as women, you know, it does something to me. It gets me extremely excited to know that and to know how this, a conference like this can transform individuals. So we are, the conference will be in three parts. The first segment speaks to the soul of the woman. The second segment speaks to the body of the woman. Right. And the third segment speaks to the mind of the woman. And in session one, that's the soul, and we're going to have humorous woman empowered, where we have a comedian. We have Sheila Williams, known as Comedian Free You. She has an awesome testimony. Her story is not multiple sclerosis, it's breast cancer, and how she has used her story to bring humor and laughter to the souls of everyone she meets. And so we're going to laugh a little bit. And then we're gonna move into Virtuous Woman, and that speaker is Prophetess Trillium Williams, and she'll be speaking on how to remain virtuous woman when you're facing times of adversity. It's going to be powerful. I cannot, you know, we all have a time limit, but the Holy Spirit has no limit. There's no time limit on that. So I'm really excited about that portion of that session. And then we move into session two with the body. And we have Healthy Woman with Dr. Celeste Reese Willis. known as Dr. Celeste, MD. And she'll be sharing with some key information with us about how to stay healthy when
Mhm.
facing adversity. You know, stress can be a horrible
Ooh,
culprit
it's
when you're
rough.
facing adversity. And so
Right.
she's going to share some things about that. And then we're going to move into our physical bodies as it relates to fitness. And
Mhm.
I have none other than Jamela Stroud. She is the yoga guru
Yes,
of
she is.
Birmingham. And she is going to instruct us on how to manage our bodies so that our sacred bodies, that's her business. And so
Right.
how we can maintain our bodies while facing adversity. Then, session three, we're moving into the mind of the woman. And we're going to have Yakenia Marie, um, founder and of She CEO Women. She is the wealth strategist, and she will her session is businesswoman empowered,
Mhm.
how to you remain empowered during adversity as a businesswoman.
Mhm.
We've got oh my goodness, we've got Danielle Evans. She is an author and a vision coach, and she will be speaking on how to remain unstoppable,
Mm.
empowered
Okay.
during times of adversity. And then we have none other than Vanessa Petway, the wife of Sheriff Petway. She will be sharing with us how to live woman empowered, how to
Mhm.
manifest woman empowered, how to bring her into fruition where when in her prominent place of where she's supposed to be,
Mhm.
and remain there, how to live there during adversity. And I myself will be I am the keynote speaker at the luncheon at the Woman Empowered Signature Go Orange Luncheon. And I will be bringing the charge and the challenge
Mm.
of Woman Empowered.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to point
Yes.
some fingers and let you know, your place and your position, and then
Mhm.
command you to to take it.
Wow, and someone mentioned earlier that it's a powerful lineup, and some of these ladies, I was with them last year on
Mhm.
that program, and I do have the honor of being the MC this year for Woman Empowered 2023. So I'm real excited about that,
Mhm.
and I tell you, it's when I'm just kind of hearing the people that you're talking about, I'm like, wow, this is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Rochelle, because you have so many amazing components
Okay.
that make up this conference. What are some of the things? Should we come dressed a certain way other than wearing our Go Orange? What is it that we should wear? Should we be casual or business casual or funky fly? What is it that we should do, or how should we dress?
Well, I'm a lover of fashion. And speaking of fashion, during the body segment, session two, we will have Confident Woman Empowered.
Okay.
That will be presented by none other than Cher Smoot Johnson, the owner of the Walk-In Closet out of
Okay.
Bessemer, Alabama. There's going to be a fashion extravaganza during that time, and so um, that lets me segue into this. Where what you feel makes you that represents you as woman empowered?
Okay. I like that. I like that.
What represents you as woman empowered?
Mhm.
So that can be, if you want to come in your evening gown, come on, girl.
Okay.
That's fine. You're fine with it. Nobody's gonna
Right.
look at you and say she's overdressed. No, you you fine because
Rochelle, let
girl,
let me try to find
Rochelle,
my crown and my sash. Let's see what I can dig up.
right, right. You know, I'm always up for a little bling, bling.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I would say, not too casual. We do want to take pictures and let people show people who we are. woman
Right.
empowered. Now some people can take some jeans and they can bling them up and dress them up, and but just we don't want you coming in sweats and tennis shoes because
Hmm.
we're gonna show who we are.
Right.
We're gonna show who we
Absolutely.
are. Mhm.
And I'm trying to put in. I did put in the chat or in the stream underneath, and check that, guys. I put the link to how to get your tickets for Woman Empowered, to go out and invest the $50 small investment for a huge return. A small investment for a huge return. So go out there and share this. And if you want to bless one of your girlfriends or whomever and invite them to come to, let's do that. I do believe that there you have some specials for if you want to buy a table. Is that correct, Rochelle?
I
So
do.
those it's in there as well. So vendors calling all small business owners, women who own businesses, men who own businesses, come out, be a vendor, learn a little bit more about the information of how you can get a table or a vendor slot. And then those of you bring your sororities out, bring your organizations out, get that table, solidify those seats, guys, because you don't want to miss this. As you can tell in the lineup, we have some very strong and powerful women in Jefferson County and in the Birmingham City area. And these women are coming with their A game. I know all of them. And so they're coming, guys, to share with you a piece of their gift with us. And so I believe that what they have to share is God ordained. And I do believe that when you leave this conference, you will not be the same person that you were when you came. You have to come with expectation, and come with an expectation that you do want to level up, that you do want to be a different person. And most importantly, you want to be a woman empowered, a woman empowered. So, guys, as you can see at the bottom of your screen, you will see a link. Go ahead and check that link out. Also in the chat stream, there's a link there as well. I shared it, and also the Ladies Room Talk Show has shared the link as well. For more information, hit Rochelle up about the conference. She can give you more information about that, but just simply go to her page, honey. She is advertising and she has all this stuff on point, and you can see for yourself what is going to be taking place for this year. Some amazing pictures and videos of what took place last year. And I'm telling you, we had a ball. And I'm going to tell you this now. Like I told you, my love language is gifts. I can never get enough gifts. I like shoes too, but I can never get, yeah, put some shoes in there this time, Rochelle.
I might have to. So let me tell you about the gift. So I believe I've always said it's not my love language, but maybe it is. I enjoy giving gifts to people, and I like to give gifts that I would like to receive myself. So
Yes.
it might be one of my love language to receive, but I get more of gratification about giving
Yep.
gifts. And because it's a celebration, it's around my birthday. It's my birthday. Actually, this year it's on my
On
birthday.
your birthday. That's so
Yes,
neat.
if I could give a car away, I would, girl. I really would.
Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, listen, Rochelle puts her heart and soul in these gifts. And like I said, I love to give too, but I love to get them gifts now. That's just my language. And Rochelle has put her heart and soul in these gifts, guys. Sometimes you can go to different places, and this is not a knock on anybody, but sometimes you can go to different conferences and things, and you get a lot of dollar gifts. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling you, the value of the name brands and the types of gifts that you get from your parting gifts, I'm still using stuff from last year. I am still using the hand creams and I don't want to tell it all, but I mean I'm still using things out of my beautiful gift. And of course, as speakers, we got another gift on top of that, which I'm still enjoying as well. And so, let me ask you, wait, before we go, Rochelle, are you going to have your books there as well? Because you
I
have several
will.
books.
I will have my book there.
Mhm.
My new release, Restored. Now,
Okay.
last year you all got a special treat because I had a soft release and I did it
Mhm.
at the conference. So everyone at the conference received a copy of my book.
Do I have it in here?
Un-
It's at home. It's at home.
Unfortunately, that will not be the case this year, but I
Okay.
will have a table where people can purchase the book this year.
Very good.
But
But you have so many other books too,
a
Rochelle.
lucky winner will receive one of those books in one of those gift packets. So,
But
but
you have so many. You have so many books, and I think I probably have all of them. And they're amazing books. You have a journal that's out there that I think that's really good. I think you have a book for young people, young girls. I think that you have out there as well. That's
do
really a really good book. So hey, I just say bring what you have, Rochelle, because I
I
believe
should
that you're going to sell out.
I should have had them sitting here in front of me. So this is the devotional um, that will be there. This is the new release, Restored.
Okay.
And then I have, oh gosh, excuse me for moving from the camera. I never do this.
Yes.
Empowerment is here. Um, these are ones that'll be available. The one you mentioned about young ladies, um, the devotional for youth, that's available on Amazon.
Okay.
I only have those when I know I'm gonna do a youth empowerment, but they still are available. So if I don't have, if I sell out of anything, there still will be a QR code that you'll be able to scan,
Very
and it
good.
goes directly to the book nook where my books are printed and published and distributed, and they'll mail it right to you. So
Very good. Very
um,
good. So,
fabulous.
hey, I didn't want to close out without you talking about those books because you have so many. And, and there may be people who are on the live here tonight or as they go back to play the live that may not know Rochelle Gaston Malone. And I think that by getting your books, that's a good way to get to know you, Rochelle, the person, because, so many of those books tell your story. And, for those who that don't know Rochelle, Rochelle went through a period of time where she could not walk. And so now she's back in her stiletto heels. And I won't go into that story. You need to come to the luncheon so that you can hear her testimony. She's what I want to call the bounce back queen. She's the bounce back queen, and so her power and how she was able to really push through something that most would have crumbled in, just to be able to see that story and to see a living legend on March 11th is going to be nothing short but spectacular. So you don't want to miss this, guys. If you're in a stuck place, come. If you're in a place you little ho hum, come, because I'm telling you, you're going to leave life changed. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Rochelle, what I'm going to do now is bring you full circle and see what is it that you have to leave with the listening audience here tonight.
What I would say to everyone watching tonight is that Woman Empowered is not just for women. Although my target market is 18 years old and up women, I understand that men also are dealing with issues of life altering circumstances, and need something to help push them through and out and up above that place that they are in. So I welcome each of you to come out. And I want to say that no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, know that right now is not your destiny. Your place right now is not your destiny. There is a place that you have been designed to be. The things that you are coming up against right now are only little potholes in the road. And we know about potholes. We can drive right over them. We might have a little turbulence along the way, but we can drive right all over them. And so I would say to you, if you're dealing with something right now, look at it as a pothole on the road and keep rolling.
I love it. I love it. A pothole in the road. And Birmingham has plenty of those. But anyway, oh gosh. Anyway, I diverge. Let me come back. I digress. Let me come back. Let me come back. All right, guys, listen, go ahead and share this live with your network of friends. If you are a part of a women's empowerment group, anything like that on the Facebook page, go ahead and take this link. It's an open link, so you can share this link in those groups. Let's get the word out about Woman Empowered. It's going to be one of the greatest events of the year. So you want to go, you want to be a part. Remember, the actual link to register is in the feed here. So when you share this, you will share that with your network of friends as well. Want to know more information about it? Let's go out there and check out Rochelle Malone. Go on her Facebook page, see all of the great things that are taking place there. And of course, if you have any additional questions, just reach out to Rochelle. She's very efficient and quick at responding. So other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys Saturday, March 11th. It's going to be great. You have some of these proceeds that will go back to the Boys and Girls Club. So A.G. Gaston Boys and Girls Club, some of those funds are going to go back to help those young people continue to be all that they can be. And Rochelle, I want to thank you for giving back to that, because you don't have to do it. And I thank you, as you said, you're a giver. And I like the fact that you're giving back to this initiative to help so many young boys and girls achieve being who they are and what God has created them to be. So Rochelle, as always, thank you for hanging out with us inside the Ladies Room Talk Show. And I look forward to seeing you March 11th at Woman Empowered. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me inside the Ladies Room here, and we'll see you back here next week. Remember, next month is Women's Empowerment Month, Women's History Month. So let's celebrate. Let's celebrate some friends. Take some of your girlfriends out. Let's enjoy them and show them how much we love them and how much we care about them. Let's celebrate each other this month, okay? Love you guys so much, and have a wonderful, safe rest of the evening. Good night.
Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa.